Well, we obviously have the Tuesday game versus the Florida Gators, and Billy Donovan again has done a terrific job, putting together a great team, and you look down at the roster, and he's got all those seniors out there on the floor, and it seems like every year he's got upperclassmen that are playing well for him. But they're terrific. They're terrific at both ends of the floor, and so our focus is on that first game. We second game this week is Arkansas, but big challenge in Gainesville coming up.
Our first question is from Bob Holt of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
Hey, Coach, how you doing today?
Good, Bob. How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah, I think Charles Mann is leading the league in scoring just through these first two games. Just talk about how he's elevated his game this year.
Charles he's a scoring point guard. He's a guy who doesn't mind not taking a shot in a game. Has no issue if he doesn't score, but has the ability to score. I think he's matured a lot on and off the court, and he's become a pretty versatile player for us, and so really just I think has shown some maturity here as of late, and has been it didn't start the year very healthy, but I think is feeling better and certainly playing well.
And just talk about your start overall. You guys had a couple pretty tough road losses, and going into league play, kind of what was the team's mindset, and how did you guys get over those to start so well?
Well, we went to Colorado and lost to a terrific team, a team that's in the top 15 in the country, and a team that had a great crowd. There was a sold-out game, and so just was, I thought, good preparation for us for league play. And then we did not play well in a trip up to D.C. To play GW, and I think our team just looked at those two games, and it was I think a good lesson for them to see where we could continue to improve and where we had to play better, and we just focused on getting better, and last week played better.
Next up is Ron Morris of the State newspaper in Columbia.
Hey, Coach. Wondering if you could kind of evaluate the application of the rules this year, how it's affected your team, how you think it's affected college basketball.
Well, I think that it was a necessary change. I think there's so much contact in our game that scoring was way down. I think I think it was a unanimous opinion of everyone at the end of last season that we were allowing so much contact to go on that people were having a difficult time scoring. I think that the new rules were welcomed by most people, and I thought the application was great early. I think coaches are concerned that we'll start letting it go back to the way it used to be as we get into league play, and so it certainly has affected our team because we're just I think still adjusting, and once we get a consistent enforcement of it, I think everyone will eventually be able to adjust.
Has the block charge call effectively eliminated the flopping that was going on?
The block charge, it's harder. It's supposed to be harder to take a charge this year. Once a guy starts his upward movement of the ball, and we had a play the other day that a year ago would have been a charge and was correctly called this year as a block. I don't know if it's eliminated the flop because guys probably aren't trying to take as many because they know it's harder to take. But if a guy leaves the floor and is up in the air, then a block charge is no longer the issue. You've got it right to your vertical space. So I think it probably has eliminated some flopping situations, but it's also I think there's more contact at the basket because I think we've all learned that if you're airborne, that the block charge is not the decision that the officials have to make.
Thank you.
Next up is Larry Vaught of the Danville Advocate-Messenger.
Yeah, Mark, good morning. I just wonder, when you look at Florida, what jumps out and impresses you the most about them? I know you talked a little bit about them, but just kind of specifically, what jumps out the most at you?
Well, I mean, you never want to take a knife to a gunfight, and Florida's got a bunch of holsters. They got a lot of guys who can score. That's impressive. I mean, Prather having a great year, and Wilbekin obviously is is a guy who can score and make plays and make people better. You got Patrick Young who can score it inside. You got Finney Smith. I mean, you just go on down the line. They just have so many guys who can score, and Frazier shooting it in. So I think the thing that's impressive is they just have so much firepower.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Jerry Tipton of the Lexington Herald Leader.
Mark, specifically, what are you guys doing better, in the last week or so that maybe you weren't doing earlier?
Oh, it's real simple, Jerry. We've been we knew we would miss Contavious Caldwell Pope, especially early in the year. I think that everyone's concerned how you're going to score the ball without Contavious, but he was our leading rebounder, and we really missed him on the glass. And the last week we've just decided we're going to rebound the ball a little bit better, and that's been a big difference.